Blackhawks shut out the Mammoth. 4-0 is the final. It's crazy what just some depth scoring does for the Blackhawks, as they got 2 goals from the fourth line. Nick Foligno and Landon Slaggert both contributed, and the Blackhawks were just able to cruise to a 4-0 win. Arvid Soderblom earns his first career NHL shutout. This was his 104th NHL game. He hadn't played in 30 days before this start today in Utah, but he stopped 22 of 22 shots, had 1.99 goals saved above expected, and earned that first career shutout. He wasn't tested with a bunch of chances. The Blackhawks actually did a really good job of shutting down the Mammoth offense, but the Mammoth did have a couple. I'm thinking of a Logan Cooley got in on a quick break. Sergachev had an open shot where he was able to kind of walk down the middle on this on a 4-on-4 in the first period, and Soderblom made that save. So he was sharp when necessary, but the Blackhawks definitely helped him out in this one. Foligno and Slaggert scored on consecutive shifts in the second period, but Teuvo Teravainen scored the other 2 Blackhawks goals in this one. Teuvo had one on the power play in the first period. It was a great play by Bertuzzi to stick lift a Utah defender who was preparing to clear the zone. Bertuzzi made the stick lift, got it to Teuvo, and Teuvo was able to put it home. And then Teuvo also scored shorthanded in the third period. This one was a fantastic play by Alex Vlasic, who walked the puck all the way in and around the net while shorthanded to kill some time, but Vlasic stuck with the play, was able to get it to Teuvo, and Teuvo scored in the slot. So the Blackhawks were really able to cruise to a 4-0 shutout win on the second day of a back-to-back. They played at 5 p.m. Central last night, and this game, the puck dropped at 3 p.m. Central, so it's a tough back-to-back, but the Blackhawks didn't look like a team that was had been on a back-to-back. Utah looked more like a team that was on a back-to-back, even though they weren't. A lot of credit has to go to guys like Alex Vlasic. Vlasic had a fantastic game. Crevier was solid as well. Grzelcyk played heavy minutes. Murphy as well. Artie was pretty good overall on top of that. So the Blackhawks defenders did really well playing in this second day of a back-to-back and really limiting opposing chances. Now with this win, the Blackhawks jump ahead of the Flames in the wild card race, and they jump over the Rangers in the overall NHL standings. Not sure if long-term that's a good thing, but it is nice to get some. You got to win at some point, and for a nice cruise win like this one against the Mammoth team that's in the playoff picture right now, I think it's a good win for the locker room. They still, though, sit 10 points out of a playoff spot with 22 games to go. Get into some takeaways here on Twitter at Blackhawks Focus. First one says lots of positives. Sodi with his first shutout. Fourth line magic. Birdie and Greener hard work. Great D tonight. Everyone pitched in. This was a really solid team win. Really, unfortunately, the only guys kind of struggling still in this one, Frank Nazar, still a little bit quiet. We haven't quite seen him really get back to the form we know he can be at. So they have been trying to shuffle the lines to get him going a little bit. Ryan Donato was on that second line in this game, but just nothing really clicked. I bet we'll see the line scrambled up even a little more after the trade deadline, so maybe then he can find some chemistry. But outside of that, everyone really played a real strong game. This was a super impressive win, especially considering how much the team struggled with back-to-backs early in the season. For them to be able to perform how they did tonight, obviously maybe coming off the Olympic break helped with that, but they played really well. Nice game for some of the young D-men. Horrible game for the Tank. Yeah, that may be true, but the way I look at it, you're not going to win every game here from this point out. So if you're going to win, make it a good win, and I think this was a good win. A lot of guys perform well, so I think it is worthwhile to still get some wins, especially if some of the guys are actually playing good. It's a good win. I hate to say it, but I'm hoping we lose. We badly need a top 2 pick in the playoffs. Just aren't realistic anymore. Get Bedard as McKenna or Stenberg. I definitely agree, but again, you're not going to win. You're not going to lose every game from here on out, and I don't think this team's really going to get super hot after the trade deadline or anything and go on a huge run. So they are going to win some games, and we'll take, like I said, a good win in this one. Vlasic's best game of the season. Yeah, I definitely think this was a fantastic Vlasic game. He played 24 and a half minutes, again, on the second day of a back-to-back. Korchinski was really sheltered again in this game. Korchinski had no neutral zone or defensive zone starts. He had 3 O-zone starts, and the rest were kind of on-the-fly shifts. So Vlasic really stepped up, played a lot more, played heavy minutes in this game, especially on the second night of a back-to-back, and he played really, really well. He was a huge reason why Utah really didn't generate too many high-quality chances. So the Blackhawks take this one. Their next game is going to come Tuesday in Winnipeg as they close out this 4-game road trip. It's also going to be the last game before the trade deadline, so probably the last game for a few key guys in this lineup like Connor Murphy, like potentially a Jason Dickinson or Ilya Mikheyev. So it's going to be one to watch out for if any moves happen between now and then. I definitely will jump on and make a video, but if not, I'll see you after that Winnipeg game on Tuesday night.